Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So today we are doing a reading especially for you lovely singles out there. This has been very highly requested, that we do a reading just for singles who aren't necessarily in any kind of third party situation or situationship with anyone. So this reading is who is coming towards you in love, like who is the next person that's going to come into your life in a romantic capacity. So we've got 3 piles today. We've got some lovely sums on the piles. I do collect these. I've got so many more at home. I've only got a few with me here in Russia because I couldn't bring too much stuff with me because I'm just one person. I only brought 2 suitcases with me when I moved, and I've acquired a few things since then, so I'm really worried about how I will end up taking it all back because I'm not going to be here forever. But anyway, pile number 1, we've got lovely Mike from Monsters Inc. And they're just so fluffy, I really love them. Pile number 2 has Sulley, also Monsters Inc. And just think about who is coming into my love life next, who will be the next person in my love life. And we've got Stitch on pile number 3 from Lilo and Stitch. So I want to say a big thank you as well to my lovely patrons, including Alexandra, Kat and Alex. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means the world to me that you're all building this lovely little community on my Patreon page and also showing some love to the channel. It's really lovely. All of the links if you want to support the channel in any way are in the description box. There is my Patreon page where we do exclusive pick a card videos and reading giveaways at the end of the month. There's also my PayPal link for donations and my Amazon wish list for anyone who wants to send me a new deck for the channel. And if you want to book a private reading, the link to my Etsy page is in the description box, but please remember to leave your email address, your question and the names of everyone involved. I have added some new readings to the shop recently, so if you kind of haven't looked on there for a while, you might want to check that out because there's a few new, more fun readings that I devised that are kind of a bit more artistic, so you might like that. So take a deep breath, take as much time as you need. You can pause the video if you need more time and just feel intuitively whichever pile is really kind of calling to you. Try not to go by sight but go by that intuitive feeling. It could be between your eyes. That's usually where I get the feeling when I watch picker cards on YouTube. It's like this kind of pull in the third eye chakra. It could be like a gut feeling. It could just be whichever you can't draw your eyes away from. You know, people have lots of different ways of picking and intuition comes in lots of different forms for different people. But when you're ready, I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hey there everyone who picked pile number 1 with Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. This is your reading, so we're going to do your cards, so look at your tarot cards first and then your oracle cards, and then we'll put charms and dice on top because that's what I like to do if you're new to my channel. So let's see who's coming towards you in love. We've got the Star, beautiful card, 8 of water and 2 of air. Okay, so we've got Aquarius energy represented here. What I see is that you're going to meet someone who kind of brings you out of the dark times. I think you've been having a bit of difficulty when it comes to love or maybe just life in general. Pile number 1, I think you've kind of lost your enthusiasm for love, or life has kind of become a bit monotonous for you, I feel. And this person is going to bring you out of these feelings and start showing you what life is all about and get you back into enjoying yourself and that beautiful abundance where you really wake up in the morning and you're just so excited to start the day and see what that day is going to bring you. And then we've got 8 of water and 2 of air. Now this is interesting because the 2 of air makes me think of more than one person and your head and heart clashing. And with the 8 of water as well, it's about moving on from someone. I wonder if you are going to meet someone and then kind of as soon as you meet someone from your past comes back, or someone that you used to have a crush on, someone that you used to be in a relationship with or you wanted to be with but they've blocked you or gone into no contact, and like it almost feels like as soon as you meet this person and as soon as you move on, this other energy comes back, and it's just really frustrating. So let's look at your oracle cards and see what they have to say, because that's kind of what I'm intuitively feeling. So your Faerytale Oracle card says water and salt, truth. Yeah, so you are going to get some truth. I feel like this is going to be a very validating and open connection for you. I don't know if you've had difficulties in the past where relationships haven't been open and honest. There's been cheating or deception of some kind, or just difficulties in communicating. You know, a lot of people in relationships actually struggle to kind of see eye to eye or be on the same page when it comes to communication. And I think this person is going to be very honest. They're not going to have anything to hide. They're not the kind of person who is really into hiding who they are or what they want. They don't see any reason to lie or to conceal anything. They're just a very honest person. So I think that will kind of be like a breath of fresh air for you, group number 1, that you are able to have honest communication with someone. You're able to truly tell them your feelings, and they in turn don't conceal their own feelings. Like, they're just very open, and they're like, yeah, this is how I feel. This is how I see our connection, and I think that's going to be very refreshing for you. So your Mermaid Oracle card is Coral's Wisdom. It says colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. So I feel like this is a relationship that will kind of develop slowly. I feel like you've learned from previous relationships, or maybe from your healing journey, your spiritual journey, you've learned not to rush when it comes to relationships. And I think this person also, I'm getting like a very laid back, kind of easygoing energy from this person. Like, they're very easy to talk to. You feel like you can trust them. They're the kind of person that will just talk to anyone. They don't really differentiate. They're not snobby in any way. They don't look down on anyone else. They're just genuinely open to talking to all different kinds of people. And that is very refreshing, and it makes it very easy to get this connection with this person, and they don't see any need to rush either. And I also feel with both of these cards together that you're able to be vulnerable with this person. Like, you're able to bare your heart and open up and tell this person how you feel, and they're not going to judge you for that, and they're not going to give you any kind of rebuttal for that. They're not going to laugh at you or kind of use it against you if you open up your heart to them. They're just going to take it as it is and just be happy to have that open communication. So your Romance Angel card today is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So that is what I was saying, group number 1. I feel like someone is going to come back into your life, but I think it's a different person from the person that we're currently talking about. I think this person's who you're going to meet this person, and then almost straight away someone is going to come back, and it's like, why now? Why would you choose this moment to come back into my life? Like, maybe it's completely serendipitous and it's because your energy has shifted. You're no longer thinking about this person, and suddenly that pulls them back. Or it could be that they actually see that you're now dating someone, and so they're like, well, I don't want anyone else to have this person, so they come back in. And it just seems like your energy is like, really? Why would you come back now? So your Gnome Tarot card is Tuz Bulav Rabota. So this is the Ace of Wands, and it says work. So I think this person is going to be hardworking. You may actually meet this person through work or at work. Maybe they do a similar job to you, or they're a client of your company. There's just some kind of connection to work there for many of you. We've also got Чего бы ты хотел. So this says whatever you want. And this is your advice from a salmon card, these Russian cards that I have. And this basically means you have the choice. You can have whatever you want. You've now got this choice between two people, it seems, and there's this head and heart clash. I think kind of deep down that the new person is the better option, but it's like you still have a lot of strong feelings or a lot of history with the other person, and so you're kind of drawn to them, and maybe this decision becomes a little bit difficult for you because of that. So you can have whatever you want is what it's saying. And it says 12 of circles, so if that means anything to you, do take that on board. Also makes me think of 120 as well. Yeah, there's no guidebook for this deck, so you've just got to do it all intuitively. And then your Wisdom of the Oracle card says, why? And yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. You're just going to be like, why would this happen? Why would it happen like this? Like, I wanted this person to be in my life before, and when I was open to that and offering them that, they weren't interested. But now that I've moved on and I found someone new, now all of a sudden they're interested. It's like, why would this happen? Crazy. And your angel key card says, Máš právo určit si hranice. So you have the right to set a boundary for yourself. And this angel has his arms folded and he's standing in like this kind of cordoned off area. And yeah, I would say it's your choice. The choice is up to you who you go out with, who you put your energy into and your focus on. But just know that you have the right to set these boundaries for yourself, and that you don't need to let anyone kind of walk all over them, no matter how sweet talking they might be. It's always best to have a relationship where you're on an equal footing, rather than being grateful that someone is talking to you or that someone is paying some attention to you. It's time to set boundaries and be firmer with that. So I'm going to do your charms now, group number 1. You might want to turn down the volume a little bit if you're wearing headphones, because these can be a little bit loud. So group number 1, who is coming towards you next in your love life? Okay. So we've got quite a few initials here today, group number 1. We've got F and Z, J and M. So that could be this person's first name or surname, it could be your name, it could be the name of an ex or someone that you've had something with before. So we've got this little watering can here, and this makes me think of nurturing. Like, I think this new person coming into your life will be very kind of gentle and caring, and they'll want to nurture your relationship and kind of work on it together. Like, they're not expecting you to put in more effort than they are. You also got this listen to your inner wisdom charm on the card about setting boundaries. Got a helpful person. I think this person will very much want to kind of encourage you in life. Like, I'm feeling this person wants you to shine, so they're going to encourage you to go out and achieve your goals and to improve your career and get fit and healthy, and whatever your goals are, like, they want to encourage you with that. So you've got the fish skeleton here, which is about someone feeling like they're not enough or they don't have enough, so there may be issues with self-esteem on your end, or self-worth, self-love issues. There's also the moon and star, so this is about dreams and intuition. You may kind of dream of this person before they come into your life, or your dreams may be guiding you in some way. Feel like you have quite a strong intuition. Group number 1. You've also got this little clothes peg, and this is about attachment. So you are going to get very attached to this person, but I feel it's also saying that you have this attachment to the other person that's going to come into your life. We've got the generous charm, which is Leo energy. And again, I'm feeling like this person is very open and generous. Also got the ice boot. So when I get the ice skate, think of like skating on thin ice, that feeling of at any moment something is going to go wrong. And I think that's kind of how you feel. Like, you get with this person, this other person comes back into your life, and then it's like why everything was going so well, and now this has thrown me. Feeling like it really throws you, and you don't know what to do. So you've got this knot of protection as well. It's also about stabilizing your energy, not getting overwhelmed. And this little pumpkin is about autumn time, so maybe that's when this person will come into your life. It's like that autumn Halloween energy. You've also got a love heart, so that's a really nice sign. and ambitious, which is Capricorn. So this person probably has a lot of dreams, and like I said, I feel like they want you to achieve your ambitions as well. Like I feel like they're really going to support you and push you towards doing that, because they're a very hardworking person. I think they do a job that they enjoy and they take it really seriously, and they just want to see you shine and get to a place where you're happy as well. They're going to be like this shining star in your life. So let's see which dice we're rolling for you today. So group number 1, which set of dice am I going to roll for you? 5, okay, so that's one of the new sets. That's the action story cubes, and they look like this. So how many of these dice am I going to roll for group number 1 today, please? Wow, all 9. Okay, so let's see what they've got to say. So group number 1, who is coming into your love life next? Right. Let me just see what we've got. Okay, so straight away I'm seeing this person like throwing the ball, and I have a charm that is a basketball going into a hoop, and it's making me think of that. It's all about achieving your goals and getting to where you want to be. So that's again making me think this person is really going to encourage you to achieve your goals. There's also this person counting money. So this person may have more money than you. They may be very financially astute, like really good with money. Maybe they'll also encourage you to start thinking about your money in a more sensible way, like better ways that you can save, or ways that you can, you know, spend money more efficiently so you're not just wasting it on things. We've also got the thinking. So this person probably does think a lot. They probably, if they're an Aquarius, they're probably a visionary, so they spend quite a lot of time in their thoughts coming up with really unique ideas and really interesting ways of looking at situations and at problems. Like I feel you can talk to this person and they'll give you a perspective or like a way of looking at it that you would never have thought of yourself. Like they're really good at kind of letting you see things from a different side. And this person walking just makes me think of like happy-go-lucky. I'm just getting a really nice vibe from this person, basically. There's also this person shouting, and that is making me think of like open communication. Like there is a very open throat chakra to this person, and they're very comfortable expressing their views and talking and sharing their ideas. They're very comfortable talking to you, and they don't really conceal anything. And then there is this child playing with 2 dolls or 2 figures, and again that was making me feel like choosing between 2 people. Like you've got these 2 kind of in the hand, and you can choose who is going to be better for you. You're like weighing up your options. There's this person asleep, and this really loud alarm clock is waking him up, and that's like this awakening. I think this person is kind of going to come out of nowhere for you. Like you're really not going to expect to meet anyone, and then this person just appears in your life out of nowhere. It may be a very chance meeting, or you may just be, you know, going to meet a friend or something, and then your friend actually brings along someone they know, and you get talking, and it's this person. It feels like you're really not expecting it, and it comes very suddenly and very out of the blue. So you might not actually be prepared for it. So that's something maybe to be aware of. And then we've got this person going down the steps, and this is making me feel like taking a step backwards, like you're going down a level. And that's what I was feeling, that you get with this person and you feel like you're finally moving on. You're finally, you know, taking your energy away from this previous connection, and you're looking towards the future. And then they come back like physically into your life, or they send you a message, try and get in contact with you again, and you feel like you've taken a step backwards. Like you're like, I was just moving on, and now you've come back and ruined it for me, is kind of what I'm feeling. But you don't have to let them ruin it for you. And then there's this person who's holding this present up, trying to figure out what's inside it. And that also makes me feel this person is going to be very curious, and they kind of really want to get to know you on a deep level. And I think you will just have lots of really long, interesting conversations with this person. Like, I think it's the kind of person you phone them for 3 hours, or you start messaging them and suddenly you get sucked in, and you've been messaging for like 8 hours and it's 2 a.m. and you need to go to sleep because you've got work in the morning, but the person is just so interesting and you just chat with them really easily. It's hard to pull yourself away. So that's all I've got for you today, group number 1. I really hope it resonated with you and that you enjoyed this reading. I am planning more readings for singles in the future as well, but do feel free to suggest readings below that you'd like to see on the channel in the future. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, share with a friend, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. As always, the links to everything are in the description box. There's my Patreon page, my PayPal link, and my Amazon wishlist. If you're feeling generous and you want to help out the channel, thank you so much. That would be so lovely. Or if you want to book a private reading, there's also my Etsy page. But please remember to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved when you do that. There is a comment box when you book a reading to put that in kind of before you pay, or you can just send me a message straight away when you've booked it, so that I know that I've got your question and all of your information there. So have a lovely rest of your day, pal number 1. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there everyone who picked pal number 2 with Sulley from Monsters Inc. This is your reading. So if you're new to my channel, we're going to do the cards first, and then we'll put charms and dice on top. That's what we like to do here on Violet's Dream Tarot. So we'll look at your tarot cards and then we'll do your oracle cards. So who's coming up for you next in your love life? We've got the Dreamer, which is the Fool card, Queen of Earth, and Page of Fire. Okay, interesting cards here. They all kind of represent people. So what I'm feeling, the overall energy that I'm getting from these cards is that this person will be, they may be younger than you, or they may just seem to be younger than you because they have a very kind of youthful way of looking at life. I feel like they're quite a playful person. They don't take life too seriously. They're very mischievous and creative, and they kind of have that kind of banter energy around them. They try not to worry too much about life, and if something happens they just brush it off, and you know, if life knocks them down they just get back up again and keep going. I feel like they're the kind of person who just trusts in God, whether they believe in God or not. They kind of trust the universe to catch them if they do something, because the Dreamer, he's often depicted as kind of about to step off a cliff with a blindfold on, and he's just expecting God to catch him and everything to be all right. And that's the kind of eternal optimist feeling that this person has. I would say also that this person, you may have just a casual relationship with them, like it may only be like a fling, something not too serious, and that may be how it starts off, or it may be just what you want from this relationship. And with the Queen of Earth, it's interesting because this is a very different energy to the Dreamer and the Page of Fire. This is like the mature, motherly energy, whereas these are very much like childlike energies. But what I'm feeling from this is that you can count on this person when it matters. Like, they're all up for having a laugh and a joke and trying not to take life too seriously, but at the same time they do understand how things work, and if you ask them to do something they will do it. They are very dependable in that way, and they're a very caring person as well. Like, I think they will kind of go out of their way to make sure that you're okay, to check up on you, to help other people. And another thing that I get from the Queen of Earth is that this person is probably very physically attractive, like very physically beautiful, and they might be quite wealthy as well, or have more money than you, kind of be in a different position when it comes to money, because the Queen of Earth has this pot of gold here. So let's look at your oracle cards. So your Faerytale Oracle card is the Goose Girl, Theft. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know if you've recently walked away from a situation where you've felt maybe there was a third party, you felt that someone kind of took someone else away from you, or maybe someone cheated on you or left you and kind of quickly got into a new relationship. But it feels like you feel like you've been cheated when it comes to love. You feel like you haven't found the person that is yours to have and to hold, is kind of what I'm feeling. And I think you feel that everyone around you is maybe settling down or has been much luckier in love when it comes to you, and you're kind of been asking yourself, well, why haven't I had this experience? Why is everyone else lucky in love, even if they're not nice people? Why are they able to be happy and be in loving relationships and I'm not? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from you. So your Mermaid Oracle card says beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. So as I was saying, I think this person is physically very attractive. So your Romance Angel card, yeah, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this person is playful. This person has a very childlike energy about them. And also with this card, I'm feeling this may be like a fling or something, friends with benefits, maybe just something not too serious, or that may be how it starts out for you. So your Gnome Tarot card says Восьмерка монет, бедность. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles, and it says poverty here. It's interesting, this has a similar vibe to it as the Goose Girl, the Theft card, because when I pull this card in the Gnome Tarot, I think about that breadcrumbing thing where you're just sitting around and you're really happy and grateful when someone gives you the tiniest bit of attention, or, you know, sticks up for you in a group situation, or when someone seems to be really interested in you, even if it's only for a moment, like you feel really pleased about it. And I wonder if this is the pattern that you get into in relationships, or if this has been an issue in previous relationships where you've just been sitting waiting for this, you know, tiny bit of attention or love from someone. And what the Queen of Earth says, and also the Dreamer is about a new beginning, stepping into a new chapter of your life. And the Queen of Earth, all about self-care. It's saying that you don't need to get into these situations anymore. Just remember that you are the prize, and that accepting tiny little crumbs from someone when you're worth the full loaf, as I said in the comments recently to someone, is just not okay. You need to accept only the best for yourself, and if someone isn't prepared to offer that to you, well, then move on. Don't waste any time with that person. So here we've got experimentirui. Yeah, okay. So this is, it says experiment, as in like an imperative, like experiment. And this is again making me feel that this person is going to be starting out as a fling for you, or something that's not very serious. It says 11 of crosses here. And it's like you just want to get back into the game. You just want to have that attention from someone and have your ego stroked, and you just want to feel happy again, spend some enjoyable time with someone without worrying about necessarily whether they're being faithful or whether they're going to marry you in the future, whether the relationship's going to work out. Like, you just want to have that enjoyable time and, you know, go out for nice meals with someone, have a laugh with someone, like just enjoying spending time with someone and being at the center of someone's attention like that. I think that's going to bring you a lot of joy, and it's going to boost your confidence and help you get back in the game, as it were. So your Wisdom of the Oracle card is message in a bottle. Okay, so this may be someone you already know, or someone that you're going to meet fairly soon, I would say. Like, message in a bottle makes me think that this person will get in touch soon. So maybe a friend hits you up, or kind of someone you meet online. I'm feeling for many of you, you're going to meet them first, not in a face-to-face way. And your angel key card says Požádej a bude ti dáno. So ask and you shall receive. This lovely angel with praying hands. So this makes me think of manifestation. You can manifest what it is that you want, and if you are manifesting, I'm going to start a phrase here. Let's manifest this full loaf relationship. Sounds ridiculous, but it might catch on. Let's manifest this full loaf relationship, and just think of, you know, when you're doing a manifestation meditation or whatever techniques you use for law of attraction, just think of having that equal relationship where that person is willing to give you the full loaf. Like, they're willing to give you their attention, they're not interested in looking elsewhere, they absolutely have your back. You know, they're not gonna make jokes at your expense in front of other people, they're not going to talk badly about you, they're only going to sing your praises and show just how proud they are to be with you and to have you as their equal partner. So I've just knocked one of my dice out of the way, but I'm going to do your charms now and see what else they're going to tell us. So you may want to turn down your headphone volume if you're wearing headphones, because this can be a little bit loud when I'm shuffling them. So group number 2, who is coming towards you next in a romantic context? Okay, so let's see what we've got. Doesn't look like we have any initials today, but we've got quite a few. Oh no, we do have an initial, sorry. Didn't see that. That's an M. So that could be a first name or a surname. Could be a place name. It might be your name. We've got quite a few zodiac signs though. So we've got the word ambitious, which is Capricorn. And also with Queen of Earth and Page of Fire, we've got all of the Earth and Fire signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we've got Aries here, courageous. So this person is going to be brave and also is going to encourage you to be brave and go after your goals, like ambitious. They want you to really achieve what you want to achieve. They don't want to see you shut away, not shining your full light in the world. You've also got imaginative, which is Cancer energy. So this person's going to have a wild imagination, as the cards already suggest. And Aquarius, okay. So I feel like a lot of people will choose this pile because we've got quite a lot of zodiac signs coming out here. So this elephant is about learning from past mistakes and moving forward, clearing obstacles out of your way. I noticed we've got 1, 2, 3 starfish, and starfish for me are all about healing because they grow back their limbs when they lose them. So I feel like this is going to be a very healing relationship for you. It's going to help you on your healing journey. It's going to kind of bring back parts of you that you've lost through previous relationships and through difficult experiences in life and in love. It's kind of going to make you whole again, is what I'm hearing, which is a really lovely message to get. You've also got the free will charm, this crown. It's about free will and sovereignty, so reminding you that you have all the choice in your life. You get to make the decisions that affect your life and not let anyone else kind of overrule that or push your needs to the side, because you are the queen, you are the protagonist, the main character in this story. And you've also got a princess, so this person's going to treat you very well. They're really going to care about you and want to see you, as I said before, shining, and they just want you to enjoy the relationship as much as they are. Like, they're not putting you down in any way. There's also an element of luck here that's landed kind of on the side, so I don't want to say whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying that it might be a chance meeting that you meet this person, or you might really feel like luck has had a big impact on this relationship. There's also a love heart here, which is really nice to see. And the spider's web, so maybe you've been feeling a bit stuck recently or trapped in a situation or in a relationship, and this is going to bring you this new beginning with the Fool there. There's also the movie camera, so maybe you're a photographer or an actor or a YouTuber or a filmmaker. It's also about lights, camera, action. So if we picture things being like, a stage, and everything is currently going on behind the scenes and you're not aware of it yet. Everything is kind of working out for you behind the scenes, and you're going to be able to step out in the spotlight when it's the right time. But right now, everything is just being sorted out for you, and you just need to keep doing your manifestation. That could be what we're talking about, M for manifestation. So there's also a worry thread here. So don't let your mind be bogged down by worries or feeling like it won't happen or it's not going to come towards you, because that will stop your manifestation. And we've got this divine masculine charm here. So yeah, definitely a masculine energy coming your way. This is also a charm of springtime. So we've also got the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. So I think recently you have had to deal with some difficult things, like you've opened this chamber and let the monster out and kind of wreaked havoc in your life or with your mental state, but you needed to do that, and now it's time to kind of heal and move on. You needed to let that monster out so that it wasn't lurking anymore. You've also got an anchor, actually 2 anchors. So this is about stability and security, kind of getting your life back onto that even keel. We've got a knight here. So we've got the prince and princess. It's really nice to see. So yeah, definitely a masculine energy coming towards you. And we've got a key. So you will find the answer to a situation. You'll find a solution here. Transformation as well. It's going to be very transformative. And we've got this good luck dragonfly. And I've already done the starfish, but there's also these hockey sticks here. And this makes me think of teamwork. So working together, it's going to be a very equal partnership. And then on the Fool card, we've got the rocking horse. So for some of you, this is someone that you've known before. It could be a childhood friend, someone that you used to be friends with and maybe fell out with or just lost contact with, coming back. But it also makes me feel, for some of you, you've just been going backwards and forwards in love and you haven't really been getting anywhere. And now it's time for this new beginning. And then we've also got the pine cone. This represents the pineal gland, and also it's about eternal life, essentially, like things going in this eternal cycle with the dreamer. So maybe you haven't met this person before in this life, but you've known them in a previous life. That will resonate with some of you. So I am planning to do a past life reading at some point. I do offer that on my Etsy page, but I'm going to have to tweak the way I do it slightly in order to make it kind of fit for a video reading on YouTube, because it's not obviously tailored to one specific person. So I'm kind of thinking about how to do that at the moment. Let's put your dice on top, group number 2. So which set of dice am I rolling for group number 2 today? 1. Okay, that's the fantasy story cubes. And they look like this. So which set of dice, no, not which set of dice, how many dice am I going to roll for group number 2? Sorry. 7, okay. So I'll just let 2 fall out naturally. There we go. So group number 2, who is coming towards you next in your love life? Okay. Okay. Interesting. We've got this horse imagery again, so you might want to look up horse as a spirit animal. Maybe you were born in the Chinese year of the horse, but this is the Trojan horse. So I don't know if you know the story. It's from the Iliad. Basically, the Trojans send this horse into a city, and it looks like a gift. It looks like a big kind of statue, but inside there are all of these Greek soldiers, and they come out and kill. It's the Greeks that give it to the Trojans, and they come out and kill them. So when I see the Trojan horse, I think of someone having hidden motives, or someone kind of being very charming or nice at first, but they aren't too serious about what they want, or there's some kind of ulterior motive there. So do be aware that this person may not want a committed relationship. They may only want to kind of have this flirtatious thing, or it may be that you only want the flirtatious thing and you say like, okay, I'm only interested in something kind of casual, I'm not ready for a deep attachment just yet, and they say okay, but then they develop feelings for you and it gets a little bit messy. So I'm seeing there is something there to look out for. You've also got the wishing well and the treasure chest. So that is also making me think of manifestation and bringing something beautiful into your life that you've been hoping for. Ask and you shall receive, the wishing well. But the treasure chest is actually giving me a different slant on the Trojan horse. Actually, it's making me think that what's on the inside is even better. So they might be really beautiful, but maybe they act a bit kind of laddish or arrogant sometimes, but what's on the inside is actually this really beautiful gold. What's the word? Like a heart of gold on the inside. That sounds really nice. And then we've got the club here, which makes me think of kind of defensiveness, but also like beating yourself up. I would say don't overthink this connection. Don't worry about where it's going or what it's going to lead to. Just enjoy it in the moment and see where it goes. There's also this little dwarf here, reminds me of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, where they go and work in the mine. And I think you are doing a lot of kind of deep soul work right now, like you're going really deep within, and this relationship, this Chamber of Secrets, it might bring some old stuff back, or that might be kind of what you're going through right now, but it will lead to much better things. Like they go into the mine, it's all dark and dirty and they're just hitting at the walls, but they find diamonds, and that's again making me think of this treasure chest and also the Queen of Earth with that pot of gold there. Like there's going to be a lot of benefit coming from this relationship. It's going to bring abundance and healing and a lot of joy. And then you've also got a god dice here. So this is Poseidon or Neptune, whichever you prefer to call him, the Greek and Roman god of the sea. Funnily enough, it's landed on the mermaid card. So he is reaching out to you and saying if you would like to reach out to him in meditation or in prayer, then he wants to help you in your situation. So if you're new to my channel, whenever I pull a god charm or a god dice, I do encourage you to meditate and call upon that deity or pray to this particular deity, because they're coming out and saying, hey, I want to help you. I'm kind of around you right now energetically, and they think they can bring some new joy and abundance into your life. So if you feel comfortable doing that, if that resonates with you, then I would definitely say reach out to Poseidon or Neptune, however you prefer to call him. And we've also got the Minotaur here. And when I get the Minotaur, I kind of think of like an unexpected guest that you don't necessarily want to see. So this message in a bottle, you may not welcome this person straight away. When they come back into your life, if this is someone coming back for you. I feel like for some people it's going to be someone new, but for a few of you it is going to be someone that you used to know, or that you've kind of heard of vaguely, but you've never really got to know them very well. And I feel like at first you're kind of going to be like, I'm not sure about you, like I don't think I like you, or you're not my type, although they are attractive, like you're not my type, or just you feel like you don't really click with them at first. But I would say give this person a try. And again, it's like that Trojan horse, like appearances are deceiving, and your first impression of something is not always true and not always what it actually is on the inside and, you know, in reality. So I would say if someone does reach out to you and you're not 100% sure about them, at least give them a try, like go out for a drink with them or chat to them and just kind of see how you click, because that's how it's going to start off for many of you. But that's all I've got for you today, group number 2. I really hope it's been helpful for you and that it's resonated with you. Do let me know in the comments below if it did, and don't forget to like, share with a friend, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And also you're completely welcome to what's the word? Suggest, that's the word. Suggest any new readings in the comments section. My mind is just going blank right now. If you have a particular idea of what you'd like to see on a pick a card, I'm open to suggestions. All of the links to support the channel or to get a private reading are in the description box below. There's my Patreon page. There's also my PayPal link and my Amazon wishlist if you're feeling really generous. That would be so lovely if you want to show me some love in that way. And if you book a private reading on Etsy, please do remember to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved, just so I can get your reading to you much more quickly. Thank you for your cooperation, and thank you for joining me today. It's been an honour to read your cards and give you these lovely messages. So have a lovely rest of your day, pal number 2, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there everyone who picked pal number 3 with Stitch. This is your reading. So if you're new to my channel, I'm going to do the cards first and then I'll put charms and dice on top. So we'll start with your tarot cards and then we'll look at your oracle cards. So who's coming towards you next in love? Route number 3. We've got Knight of Air, 9 of Air, 4 of Fire, and you got the extra tarot card. Everyone else got 3. Release. Okay, so that's the Death card. So we've got Scorpio energy here, as well as all of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that could be this person's sign. I feel like you've got a Knight of Air type coming towards you. So someone who is very logical, very much a thinker. They're probably quite well educated, or they're this person who's always looking to learn something. So they're always curious about life and they read a lot and they always keep up to date with the news. Like, this kind of person who is kind of mathematically minded, I would say, for many of you, or scientifically minded. They may come into your life quite quickly. The Knight of Air moves very suddenly, very quickly. You maybe won't expect it. So don't get overwhelmed, I would say. When this person comes into your life, don't let it kind of knock you for 6 or sweep you off your feet. Because we've got the 9 of Air here, which indicates to me that it may cause you some worry. It may kind of disturb you a little bit in your mind because you're like, well, this is happening so quickly. I didn't expect to meet someone at this time. Or some of you have just recently had a very difficult time when it comes to love. You are trying to distance yourself from someone. You are just out of a relationship, or you're moving away from someone energetically. You're trying to cut cords, moving on from someone who took a lot from you or was very negative in nature, like maybe abusive or just really not the right person for you, and that's caused you a lot of worry and a lot of heartache in recent times, and you're kind of stepping away from that person. So maybe you're not quite ready for the person that comes into your life, and that's why it kind of knocks you for 6. But with the 4 of Fire, I see this having a very nice solution. I see you coming to terms with this and getting a very peaceful and content experience out of this. This is very nice. I think this person could become a member of your family even. Like, I feel you will, when you get to know this person, you will become very comfortable around them, and you feel like you don't have to hide yourself in any way. You don't have to kind of be your best for them or anything like that. You can just be who you are, and that's a really nice quality of this person. So let's look at your oracle cards now. So your Faerytale Oracle card is Red Riding Hood, Rites of Passage, and this makes me think that this person is going to be a good talker, like quite eloquent, very charismatic as well, like this kind of wolf energy, very charming person. So I'm feeling like Gemini Moon, possibly, or Gemini Venus. Yeah, this person is good at talking. This person is very sexual. They are very passionate when it comes to love. So maybe the Knight of Air is representing that they try and push intimacy more quickly than you would be comfortable with. If that's the case, then set down your boundaries very clearly. Say that you're interested in them, but you're not going to move that quickly when it comes to intimacy. but I feel like you'll have a lot of fun with this person, a lot of very passionate times ahead. So your Mermaid Oracle card is Sanctuary, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. So yeah, setting your boundaries. I think this person will respect that, like it says here, respected boundaries and taboos, but you may need to assert them. So I think they'll respect what you say, but I think you will have to say it rather than just expecting them to know that you want to take it more slowly than them. But also Sanctuary is making me feel like this is someone you can really feel at home with, like you can really welcome them into your personal space when you're ready, and you'll both be very comfortable about that. So your Romance Angel card is Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So yes, very passionate relationship with this person, very passionate connection. And your Gnome Tarot card is Ryselnik, so the Hanged Man. So yeah, this person thinks a lot. They spend a lot of time in their head. They're a very intelligent person, and as much as they are, red-blooded and passionate, they are still very thoughtful and considerate. They are not completely ruled by their body or anything like that. They have very strong connection with their mind. So as I was saying, probably like Gemini moon, maybe Libra rising, maybe Gemini Venus, but maybe their sun sign is a fire sign, or their Venus sign may be a fire sign. There's also Scorpio energy as well, which makes a lot of sense with all of the passion. So your advice from a salmon card says Pойдем со мной, which is come with me, and it's 9 of diamonds. So if that means anything to you, take that on board. That does make me think of the 9 of pentacles. So very physically beautiful person. And Pойдем со мной, come with me. It's again making me think this person is very seductive, very charming and eloquent. And like the wolf tells Red Riding Hood to come with him, he says, you don't need to go and visit your grandma. I know a shortcut. If you come with me, we can go this way. So yeah, this person is very seductive and very charming, and you are very drawn into this person very easily. I think that's a characteristic that they have, that when they start speaking, people are very drawn to them. I think they have a very magnetic energy, and maybe they have a very nice voice to listen to, and people just feel very drawn to them. So I would say this connection might be very intense at the start. So I would just say to you, try not to get overwhelmed or kind of obsessed in this relationship. Like, take it slowly and keep reevaluating how you're feeling and reminding yourself, okay, it's attraction and it's lust. It's not real love yet. Just so that you don't get too tightly attached to this person, because that can lead to kind of power imbalances. Okay, so we've got To Be Fair as your Wisdom of the Oracle card. So again, I'm feeling Libra energy from this. A lot of the people that you're going to meet will be Libra rising. I'm feeling for many of you this very kind of attractive energy. Yeah, and I think this person will want a very equal relationship with you. So I don't think there's too much to worry about when it comes to power imbalances, but I'm just saying for your own well-being, try not to get too sucked in straight away. Don't sacrifice your needs or boundaries for anyone else. And your Angel Key card says Odpuść sobie I ostatnim. So forgive yourself and others. And that's bringing me back now to this Release card and the 9 of Air. Move on from previous connections, because this is a new person for you, pile number 3. Forgive everything that's gone on before. Forgive yourself and other people for things that have been said and done, things that could have been done better or shouldn't have been done at all. Just forgive yourself and move on very gently, and move on with love. Release people with love. I think that would really benefit a lot of you. So let's get your charms now, pile number 3. So if you are wearing headphones, I would recommend maybe turning the volume down a little bit here, because it can be a little bit loud. So pile number 3, who is coming towards you next in your love life? Okay, so I'm just looking for initials first of all. So there's an N there, and there's a J and a C. Okay, so N, J, and C. So that could have some meaning for you as a first name, as a surname, or a place. That could be you or this person. Could be the person that you're trying to move on from. Let's see what else you've got. So you've got this baby carriage here. Now, this makes me think of long-term planning, and it's coming on the To Be Fair card. So I'm thinking this person will really take into account your needs and your wishes when it comes to the relationship. Like, they want to find someone who wants the same things as them. Like, they want to have this relationship where you're both on the same page and you're both kind of moving roughly in the same direction in the relationship. So I think maybe quite early on they will have a discussion with you about what they expect, what they want from a relationship, and you'll end up being kind of on the same page, and that's very positive. You've also got a God charm coming out here for you, pile number 3. So if you're new to my channel, whenever I pull a God charm, or some of the dice also have like a God image on them, I recommend that you reach out to this God in prayer or meditation if you feel comfortable doing that, if that resonates with you. So this is Manannán Mac Lir, the Celtic sea god, and he is reaching out to you now saying that he'd like to help you in your situation, help bring you into right alignment with this person. So you may want to reach out to Manannán in prayer or in meditation if that resonates with you. So then here we've got the rocking horse. So this makes me feel like you've been going backwards and forwards in love or in life and not really getting anywhere. And that's about to change. And now we've got the movie camera. So some of you may be photographers or actors or filmmakers or YouTubers. But for those of you that aren't, this is talking about things are already working out behind the scenes. So you may not realize that this person is coming towards you, but in fact they are. It's already kind of working its way out, you know, like the circumstances are kind of determining themselves, and you may be completely unaware of this at the moment, but it's already on its way. So we've got this worry thread as well. So maybe this person is a bit of a worrier. Maybe you've been worried about romance recently. You've got a lovely love heart here, which is very nice to see. We've also got this protective hand. So protective hand talks about being protected from all negative energies and entities. So you are being kind of divinely guided and protected right now. And this person, yeah, they spend a lot of time in their head. They kind of listen to their own inner wisdom a lot. I feel like they don't really take heed of other people's opinions too much when they're trying to make a decision about their life. They just go within, and they might go quiet for a little while, but it's because they're just figuring things out, trying to decide what's best and what's fair for everyone, because I feel like they are a very fair person. So we've got the octopus here, and this makes me think of being very busy, having a lot of things going on at once, and like I said, it may feel overwhelming for you. So we've also got the word grace, maybe that's your name, or, you know, being gracious and graceful in this relationship. Got a lovely angel feather here, so there are angels protecting your situation, surrounding you. It's really lovely. Also this starfish. So when I pull a starfish charm, I think of healing, because they grow back the limbs that they lose. So I think this is going to be a very healing experience for you. It's going to help you move on from this person that you're currently disentangling yourself from. You have protection and faith here. You've also got Pegasus. So I love it when we get Pegasus. This is all about wonder and inspiration and creativity. I think this person is going to kind of inspire you in many ways. If you are a creative person, you're going to feel like you've just got your enthusiasm for life back. And the fire extinguisher. Now this is also about putting an end to a crisis situation, so helping you to move on from this difficult period in your life, which is represented here by the helmet. The helmet is about going through a tough time. And we've got the muffin, which is all about indulging yourself, treating yourself. And as I said, I feel like this relationship is going to be very indulgent. And the watch is all about waiting for divine timing. So that's interesting. As I was saying earlier about things kind of working themselves out already behind the scenes. And then when it's the right time, it'll all come together. So we've got the winter charm here, this snowflake that maybe when you meet this person in winter. And we've got the axe. So when I see the axe, I think about someone being defensive or someone having an axe to grind. So I would say let go of grudges, let go of resentment and pain. I see that here with the wasp, pain from previous relationships. Let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to sing. Just let it go, and that will welcome this person into your life much more quickly. Yeah, be courageous. We've got Aries energy here. Be courageous in allowing in this person. And we've got this good luck dragonfly, so things will work out for the best for you. So I'm going to get your dice on top now. So which set of dice am I rolling for pile number 3 today, please? 4, okay, that's the Looney Tunes dice. So they look like this. So how many dice am I going to roll for pile number 3 today, please? Okay, 6. So I'll just let 3 out. Okay. So pile number 3, group 3, who is coming into your life next romantically? Okay. Okay, interesting. So firstly, I'm being drawn to this kind of disguise kit. So this person, I'm feeling like a bit of a comedian vibe from them, but I'm also feeling like you might not realize straight away that they're into you, like they try and hide their feelings, or maybe you don't even like them that much to begin with. It's like this kind of blessing in disguise feeling. And then here we've got the kind of seeing stars and the fountain. It's just making me think that you may be very overwhelmed and you may be quite dazzled by this person at first, and like this feeling like the fountain is making me think of like overwhelming feelings because we have water in the tarot. It makes us think of the realm of the emotions, and when I see the seeing stars, it's like being dazzled by someone. So again, don't let this person overwhelm you. Don't get hit by this relationship too deeply to begin with. Just take it one step at a time. And we've got the catapult as well, which makes me think of like aiming for something. Maybe this person has a better job than you, or is from like a higher social standing than you in some way, or you feel like they've really achieved a lot in life, much more than you have, and maybe they're more attractive than you in your perception, and you think like, why are they interested in me? And that is maybe what's causing you to feel dazzled or feel like you're really excited about this to begin with. So again, I would just say like make sure that you remember that this person is just another person like you are. Don't get dazzled by a situation. And also this as well, this person who is like, this is very Looney Tunes, like they've run off the edge of the cliff and then they're just looking down in that moment like, what? Oh no. There's always that moment where for some reason they haven't started to fall yet, and they just look down and realize, and that's when they start to fall. And it makes me think that just stay grounded, keep the ground underneath your feet, like remind yourself of who you are and what you're doing in life, and again, don't get too swept away. And then we've got the spring, and I'm hearing springtime because of that now, which I've never done before when I see that dice, but the spring just makes me think of like a great leap forward, like it's very sudden forward movement and progress, and suddenly everything just springs into action and springs into life when previously there's not been much going on in your love life. So it's like a switch has been flicked on, like it's all or nothing, you know, like there's nothing going on in your love life, and then all of a sudden it's like bang, everything springs into life. So that's all I have for you today, group number 3. I hope it's been helpful for you. I hope it's resonated. Please do let me know in the comments below if it did. And don't forget to like, share with a friend, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll put all of the links in the description box for how to support the channel. If you want to be a patron, there's my Patreon page. If you want to donate to the channel, there is my PayPal link and also my Amazon wishlist if you're feeling very generous. That would be so lovely. If you want to get a new deck for the channel or join my Patreon community, that would be really lovely. If you want to book a private reading, there's also my Etsy page there as well. But do remember to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved so that I can get your reading to you more quickly. Also, feel free to suggest pick a card readings that you'd like to see in the comments section. I am open to suggestions. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an honor for me to read your cards for you. It's been some lovely messages to pass on to you today. And I am planning more singles readings in the future, but as I said, feel free to suggest things to me. And have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, take care.